Hello and welcome to the Tarkus Zone. Thank you for joining me. Today we're going to be talking about this Funflatable giant 10-foot Halloween clown archway that I got for the Emmons Island Haunted Trail. Part of the reason for my YouTube channel is to promote the charity that I do in October. It's a food drive. It's called the Emmons Island Haunted Trail. We're here in Vermont. During the years, I've always bought numerous things for the trail to enhance the experience. This is one of the items that I bought this year to enhance the ambiance around the venue. And I thought it would be cool to have like an archway like this. I'm just going to put my mouse on here so you can see it better. You can have an archway like this so that people can walk through it first, then they can wind their way onto the haunted trail. And you know, I'd have to say this is a spot on item. When I got it, I has this little dinky fan. I'm like, oh geez, how's that little thing? Because back in the day, I would say back 20 years, we used to buy inflatables and we'd get them and they were neat and whatnot. And two big issues with them was the fan boxes were huge and they sucked a lot of amperage. So when you turned them all on at once, they would trip the breaker. And the other problem with the old style floats or blow ups, inflatables, they had a different kind of fabric that broke down over the years. So air would just escape. And what we would do for years is use hairspray and spray them with hairspray. And that hairspray would lock those holes. It got messy and we stopped dealing with inflatables. Now that technology's changed or materials have changed, when I got this is made of a material that reminds me of like things you see that lines cargo backpacks. I mean, really tough stuff to cut, really tough stuff to pull apart. And when my thoughts were, let me see if I can show you the fan. If they got, okay, here it is. My thoughts were, how is this little dinky low amp fan gonna make this thing blow up and actually make it so that it's secure and not flopping around and whatnot? But I was surprised. Within, I would say it took about 10 minutes for it to fully get blown up. Now, keep in mind that this has 2 feet at the base here, and there's zippers there. So when you want to put the thing away, you just push it to its side, unzip the feet, unzip. It's just one zipper, and then the air goes out of the zipper, and what you do is you start packing it up from this end. So you start just rolling it up from this end, and then it ends up just dispersing the air through those zippers through the feet, and you can box it up real nicely. Because once I got it up, in 10 minutes it was up, it was sturdy, it was well positioning. That little fan didn't give me any issues at all. And they give you these weigh bags, or they're empty. They're these little bags that you can either add water to or you can add sand to this, because when you unzip it, you could stick things into the feet to weigh it down. What I've got here at the Emmons Island Trails, I got these granite blocks that are like 30 pounds each, and I'll just stick the blocks in there. And then zip it, turn it on, up it'll go. The feet will be fine. I should not, if it's not a very windy day, I should not have to put any strings on it. But they do give you strings let me see if they even show you here. Here it is. They give you those stakes are worthless. Don't even, they give you these stakes, and I think they do it just to kind of say we're giving you something. But get some real good camping stakes, ones that go in really good. That's got some, that are hard to pull out with the hooks. I mean, you've seen them. They use them for tents. But they give you these ropes here. And then and this is the little bags that they give you to weigh the thing down. But again, you can unzip this thing and stick anything you want in there. Even if you took an old milk jug, filled a milk jug full of water and stuck it in there, that'd probably be easier. And it would weigh, and then you could just pull the milk jug out and dump it out after you deflate it. I mean, that's how I would do it. Or a half-gallon milk jug full of water. That's how I do it. Now, when I bought this thing the other day, I had no reviews. And I was like, well, I don't like buying things off Amazon that hasn't had a review yet. So I guess I'm reviewing it for the first time here. And I would say it's spot on. It's great. As for its height, I stand in it just fine. And I've got to really kind of reach up to hit the top of the mouth line there that's in this picture. So adults can walk through it just fine. That's not going to be an issue. It's made of a material that seems to be the next technology in development for these things, because the material looks like it's really sturdy. The other big thing is the old material from the inflatables. Mice seem to really like to chew on that older material because it was made of some sort of natural fiber. I don't know. I found, because I do have a couple other smaller inflatables that people have donated over the years that's kind of made of this materials, and I noticed that insects, mice, and whatnot do not bother with it. So it's got to be something in its nature. They don't try to make nests out of them or whatnot. So when I box this thing up, I'll put it in a safe lid. But if the mice get into the box, I mean, I don't think I'm going to have a problem, because that's, as a Halloween event, an outdoor event, and you box things up for a long duration for an entire summer, it only gets one mice family in there to ruin your day, right? So you want to make sure that you're working with materials and objects that don't attract mice, or they can use stuff for bedding. And I don't think this material it will be a problem. I think And the other thing is, and this is just something I want to add, if you get Irish Spring soap and grind it in a cheese grinder and take that soap and cover your floats, or when you go to pack them up, just sprinkle it all in the box, then mice won't touch it either. And that goes for anything you want to keep mice from, rats and mice from not bothering with it. Irish Spring soap in a cheese grinder, spread it about. I even line the outer edges of the storage shed with it, so that should be that's just an extra tip for you. In addition to telling you that I think this product is a good product. What was that there that we just saw? Okay, say it's 10 feet tall, 13 feet wide, and that kid in this picture is almost 5 feet. So yeah, it's going to be a great addition. I'll probably add it, once we get it up, I'll probably do a video on it so that you can see it actually up and floating. But I definitely recommend this product. I'll add the URL to this product in my descriptions below. All right, well, thank you for joining me, and this has been the Tarkus Zone.